Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Thoughts from the Machine. I'm Bill Gephardt, founder and executive director at 10 Dynamics. Today, we'll be diving into the markets for November, reviewing standout moves, key shifts and trends, and how our model has evaluated these trends. We'll also feature our chart of the month and give insights on any reversal probabilities that are worth watching. So let's get started. So November was a strong month for several of the markets we've been following earlier this fall. Both cocoa and orange juice resumed their impressive uptrends, making new highs, while coffee, which had been consolidating during October, also made new highs in its year-long uptrend to a price level that hasn't been seen since 1977. These food markets have clearly been the best sector for trend following in 2024, with all of them at or above their highest levels in the last 50 years. A history would suggest that commodity markets are very cyclical and can't go up forever. So we'll be on the lookout for signs of reversal. And as we record this, coffee has a significant reversal probability, making it one to keep an eye on in December. Another market that had a great November was Bitcoin. This fall, our model was showing a strong similarity to gold before its multi-year breakout earlier in the year, and Bitcoin has been on form, repeating gold's breakout, now reaching new all-time highs. This has also brought out a flood of forecasts of over $1 million per coin for Bitcoin, and I'd say there's probably more hype here now than any other market. With our reversal levels approaching 50%, this type of situation usually means a consolidation of the uptrend is going to happen and something to look for in the new year. Lastly, we've seen the post-election collapse in the VIX and in volatility coincide with U.S. equity indices surging to new highs. It's continuing their impressive bull market run in 2024. Our chart of the month is 50 years of coffee futures. Coffee prices have surged dramatically, supported by high model confidence, with our model above 93% currently. However, it's also worth noting that there's been a sharp increase in the reversal probability to 75%. This suggests that while coffee remains the market to watch for November, with it near 50-year highs, investors should be prepared for potential consolidation and or high volatility rather than a continued strong trend in the coming weeks. Looking now at our trend strength indicator for different sectors, in the commodities group, be aware that the strength we discussed in the food markets is being masked by weakness in grain markets. The overall lack of correlation in the sector makes it hard to make a blanket forecast for the whole sector. In Europe, natural gas prices made a strong move up to the highest levels of the year, pulling the rest of the sector out of what were downtrends. Our model now shows the sector as neutral, despite the highly reported large long speculator positioning in natural gas. In financials, dollar strength continues with no change to the model's overall assessment of FX. Rates will be trending down against the dollar, and the US and EU bond trends are now in a range with no clear trend. Lastly, in the equity sector, you can see the collapse in the VIX to a downtrend, and volatility post the US election has supported equities in November. And interestingly, we don't see any strong reversal warnings yet. As usual, we ask if you're not already a subscriber, please head over to our LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify pages to make sure you're receiving the latest updates. And if you're a professional investor and you'd also like to be receiving our monthly fact sheets, please contact us at inquiries@10dynamics.com to be added to the distribution list. That's all for this month. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the podcast. Thanks for listening, and see you next month with our final Thoughts from the Machine for 2024.